What's up, guys? It's your boy EWLE, aka Corrupt Alpha, back out here with another video. And today we're gonna be, just talking about the NBA playoffs. You feel me? Just, excuse me, I had to sneeze. Just talking about the NBA playoffs. You know what I'm saying, or the conference finals, I should say. First things first. To get this out the way, let me just, say this: um, the first game between the Timberwolves and the Thunder is very this is super loud, but I'm really good. I can't drive this shit, love to see it. But the first game, the Timberwolves and Thunder, I'm not gonna lie, it didn't surprise me, right? Timberwolves and Thunder were up close most of the game, and splash. Timberwolves and Thunder was up uh close, up, like tied up most of the game into the
Chris, what's
third
up?
quarter,
MP in the
and
house.
then
Let's get
finally, you know, some stuff happened. I'm not gonna say what exactly happened, but basically OKC, mostly Shea, started going off in that fourth. That fourth quarter, really turned it around. They went on like a 17-0 run at one point. It was up by 11, and then it seemed like once they were up by 11, they just kept staying up by 11 and 10 and stuff like that. Like they would not get past uh 10-0 or a 10 up. I mean, so you know, not the best game for Shea. I think he went like 9 for 20 or something. That's pretty poor shooting night, but at the same time, it's Shea. He is, the reason why I do think Shea over Jokic, um, is because Jokic is pretty consistent with his points and his percentages. Overall. Yet again, he doesn't take as many 3-point shots as you know Shea does. But either way, wait a minute. Let me get off this. But yeah, I'm just saying. Congratulations to Shea for MVP. Well, I'm not gonna say well deserved, but I feel like he would be more deserving of it maybe some years from now with some better stats, or with Jokic having worse stats or something like that. As I just get fucking yammed on. Love to see it. So that's the first game, and Anthony Edwards did not put up, like, he did not put any points up in the fourth quarter. He didn't really put up that many points the whole game. I don't remember how many he had, but it was under 20. Julius Randle, which somebody that's used to be called a playoff choker, had the most points on the team, and he had 28 points. He had 20 in the first half, and then scored 8 in the second half. Which 8 points in a half, I mean, it's not the worst thing ever, but at the same time, for you to be the leading scorer of the team, which he's not every day, but just that day, and only put up 8 points in the second half, it's just a little weird, and especially to see Anthony Edwards not put up any points, as I was dumb not to put up any points in the fourth quarter alone. I understand he was only in there for like a couple minutes, but still, within those minutes, he couldn't even like foul bait, like pull a Shea, get to the line, he couldn't do anything. So yeah, I don't know, man. But uh, my hopes is that Timberwolves are to win the Western Conference Finals. Only reason I'm saying that is because next year I got OKC winning. The year after that I got Spurs or OKC, Spurs OKC all the way until 2028 maybe. And then at that point another team might have a chance of winning or something like that. But I can already see a Spurs and Pistons matchup in the finals, and I think that's going to be a hard, gritty matchup that's going to be fun to watch. Um, so that's first thing. Second thing, Nas Reed played extremely horrible. He went 1 for 9 or 1 for 10. Only scored 4 points. Two of those points were free throws. And the only bucket that he made was like a walk-in layup when nobody was really defending him at all. Yeah, but you know, I Nas Reed. I mean, he's not like your best scorer or anything. And then Jane McDaniels, he fouled out, I believe, in the third, if I'm not mistaken. He fouled in the third, but he was guarding Shea the whole game. And I'm not mad at the fact that he fouled out at all, but let's see if we can make that. I'm not mad that he fouled out at all, but you know, I'm just saying he had to guard Shea the whole game, and Shea had an awful shooting night until Jay McDaniels came out the game. I'm not saying that Jay McDaniels is the Shea stopper or anything. I don't think anybody could really just stop Shea, but Shea started heating up after halftime, and Jay McDaniels, I feel like because he wasn't there for a majority of it, is the reason why Shea scored as many points as he did in the third and the fourth. Uh, let's see what else. Um, no big critiques about that game. Lou Dort guarding, as he usually does, is like looks all defensive team, esque. Alex Caruso doing the same. J Dub had like 5 steals. He had like 5 steals and 18 points. Uh, J Dub, I don't know. I'm kind of torn on who's the second best player on the Thunder. Is it J Dub or is it Chet Holmgren? Because Chet Holmgren was down there catching rebounds and putbacks like crazy. Whenever Shea was missing, he would get down there in the paint and just put the ball right back up. Um, Phenomenally well. I know his field goal percentage that game had to be amazing because that was fun to see. It's like that is a horrible shot. It's like seeing Shaq or who else? It's like seeing Dennis Rodman catch rebounds down there in the paint. Like you don't know how he's catching them, but he's like his arms are so long and he's able to block shots. Like who did this? Mike Conley, I think, did what's it called? Up and under lay, like up on the right side or up on the right side under, and then try to finish on the left. And bro, this nigga Chet Holmgren just blocked it, man. Like that was crazy to see. He just blocked the shot, and you know, I mean, it's not really like the most you know crazy thing to see, as I cannot dribble. This man is locking me up. It's not the most crazy thing to see because he Mike Conley is only 6'1", I think. Um, but just overall, what I'm saying, just seeing somebody get locked up like that, especially on an up and under, is not the most, like, not even locked up, but just getting blocked on an up and under. It's not something you usually see. You know what I'm saying? But with Chet Holmgren guarding you, I kind of understand why. Jimmy Butler with a horrible shot. But yeah, that's all my gripes about, or not even gripes, just my overall thing about Game One. I feel like if they keep Jay McDaniels on Shea and he can keep locking down Shea, without fouling out, they have a chance to stay in it. But as soon as he fouled out, and it was like there was no defense being played by uh the the Timberwolves. There was no defense being played as soon as he fouled out. And then Ant Edwards was in foul trouble the whole game. So I'm just saying, overall, it would have been a lot better game. I'm not even gonna say a lot better game. It would have been a better game for the Timberwolves if Jay McDaniels did not foul out, but he did, guarding probably the best scorer in the NBA right now. So I'm not mad at it whatsoever. Um, Next on the list is the Pacers Knicks game, and where do I even start with this game? This game was phenomenal. I don't usually watch games. I mean, I did watch the Minnesota Timberwolves game like through and through, but usually what I'll do is I'll watch the first quarter.
You have better today.
In
Nice work.
in the first quarter, I'll go do something else, and I won't watch the second, and I'll come back after halftime. You know what I'm saying? And I'll just watch the third and fourth quarter through and through like it's, the last thing to do on earth. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting there just doing my thing, right? And that's cool, whatever. But whole time I'm sitting here, I'm watching the game. I'm like, damn, this is a it's a close game. And the Knicks just take off. In what, the late third quarter, they just take off. And I'm thinking they're up by like 16 at one point. I'm thinking, okay, there's no way they're coming back, and they do. There's no way they come back, and they do end up coming back. I'm just like, holy shit! How are y'all? Like, how are the Pacers coming back? I think they went on a God, I forgot what the stat was, but it was some crazy like 17 points to six, 17 to six in 3 minutes, or in two and a half minutes, something like that, right? Which is just crazy. The only reason I'm saying that's crazy, well, first off, because it is, but you know, it's just like I'm sitting here, I'm watching the game, and I'm like, oh my God, like these, like they're playing hard, especially, special shout out. I think, I'm not gonna say the best player of the night, but I feel like the real MVP of the Pacers, or of that game with the Pacers, is got to be Aaron Nesmith. Aaron Nesmith just came out of nowhere, and he was just lighting up threes everywhere. He was kind of quiet. Um, I'm not gonna say he was kind of quiet. He wasn't really quiet, but he was like, just lighting them up. But he's one of those people that, like, when he scores, it's like, oh, he scored. Not like a, oh my God, he just scored. It's not like a Tyrese Halliburton type score of, oh, that's the star player. It's a score of like, oh, he's a role player. He's a role player putting up like what? What'd he go? 8 for 9 from three, or something crazy like that. I swear, it was something real crazy. I can look up the stats real quick, but um, he went some crazy. It was diabolical. He went um, Aaron Nesmith had 30 points in 38 minutes, with 2 rebounds. And this last game, he had 30 points and was 9 for 13 field goal percentage. And I cannot see his 3 point percentage, but 9 for 13 field goal. And let's see, 10 times 3 equals 10. So he had to hit 8 threes. I'm pretty sure he went 8 for 9 from three. Just crazy. And then the amount of 3-point shots that he hit overall, like I said, I'm not sure. Was he the leading scorer? I know he had 30, but Tyrese Halliburton had 31. Uh, but I'm still taking Aaron Nesmith for MVP. Karl Anthony Towns did amazing. Jalen Brunson did as well. There's this stretch where Jalen Brunson was in the game, and they were just trading back and forth, just trading back and forth or whatever. And bro, let me tell you, folks, they were trading back and forth. Everything was cool. Jalen Brunson gets taken out the game, and somehow the Knicks start going off. Karl Anthony Towns just keeps scoring. Like, dead serious, he will not stop scoring. And it's crazy. He was scoring, he was getting these foul calls, and like, yeah, he was getting fouled, but it was just crazy to see how much he was getting fouled when, he was out of the game. You know what I'm saying? It was really just crazy to me. And I'm sitting here, I'm watching it, and I'm like, okay, so Karl Anthony Towns is scoring. I think he had like 18 at one point. He ended the game with 25, so that kind of shows you how much he scored. He scored like 7 points in a short span. Um, feels like more than that. Feels like he had a little bit more than that in that short span. But overall, yeah, that's what happened with him. And I'm just sitting here, and hold on, I was supposed to sneeze. I'm just sitting here, I'm looking at him like, okay, so he's got to be their leading scorer. And I look at Jalen Brunson, he has like damn near 40 points already. I'm like, holy shit, he's not the leading scorer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, I was watching the game, and I think that game was absolutely amazing. I think that game really showed off, first off, the clutchness that Tyrese Halliburton has, because a lot of people, most overrated. You know what I'm saying? And he did, uh, during the comeback, right? They went up, and then New York went up, and then basically New York was up by 2. Tyrese Halliburton drove ball all the way to the paint. I guess didn't see a good pass out and uh did not see a good pass out, did not see a good take. I don't remember who exactly was guarding him. So instead, he just runs out to the 3-point line, just chucks it up, and it bounces off the back iron, and bounces in the net. See, when I saw it bounce off the back iron, I'm like, oh, it's bouncing off the back iron. It's missing. That's a game. Knicks won. Knicks won by 2. Great effort from the Pacers. Knicks up by 2. Knicks win by 2, I should say. No, not at all. Uh, Sneeze been waiting to come out for a long time. Just overall, bro, the Knicks really kind of, I'm not gonna say they choked, but like at the same time, when y'all are up by like 17 with 4 minutes left, y'all choked. Like, I'm gonna be honest, y'all choked. You feel me? And I'm just like, I'm watching it and I'm just like, ain't no way. Ain't no way y'all just let these, people just come out and dog you like that, man. So, I don't know. I think that the Pacers, after that 3-point shot, it wasn't a three. His foot was on the line. Shout out to Kevin Durant. But this time it's not Kevin Durant-esque. This time they go back and they win in overtime. The Knicks did not score that much in overtime compared to how much the Pacers did. The Pacers went up. Actually, I take that back. They were trading blows. No, nobody really just started scoring, like just went off. No team in the 5 minutes of overtime. But just overall, the Pacers won. I think if I'm not mistaken, an Aaron Nesmith three is what got the Pacers up by 2. I think it was up by 2. Um, and that three just really it sealed the game. Tyrese Halliburton gave the ball to Karl Anthony Towns for him to just chuck up a shot. Karl Anthony Towns did that. Wouldn't matter if it went in or not. There's .2 seconds left. Actually, I take that back. Aaron Nesmith, I think, hit a three or something like that, and then uh, somebody shot the ball. Jalen Brunson shot the ball, and was it Ben Shepherd was on him, and or it was Ben Shepherd, or it was Andrew Nembhard was on him, and he missed. And then somebody passed the ball out to Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns about what's 3-point line at 22 feet, 23 feet. Karl Anthony Towns is somewhere at like about 25, 26 feet out, 28 feet out even. You know what I'm saying? He was pretty far out from 3-point line. And he shot, he missed. Mikal Bridges caught the rebound, and then him and who else? It was him and I forgot who it was that was fighting with the rebound, but him and somebody else was fighting for the rebound, and he Mikal Bridges, they fall on the rebound for like dead serious 3 seconds, and whoever was fighting with them like poked the ball out and it hit Mikal Bridges' leg while he was out of bounds. If they just kept fighting, it would have been game over already. So it doesn't really matter. And Mikal Bridges just caught the ball and just kind of threw it up to somebody. It would have been a turnover because you're sitting down, you're not able to get a good, shot. And then also like he's gonna have to either like it's hard to throw a ball perfectly. You know what I'm saying? It is hard to throw a ball perfectly. Uh, so I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's not hard to throw a ball perfectly. It's hard to throw a ball perfectly when you're sitting on the ground, and that's what he was doing. So it felt like he had 3 seconds to get a pass off, and he just couldn't do it, which again is not his fault at all. Like, you know, I saw a lot of people blaming Mikal Bridges online. A lot of people blame Jalen Brunson first off for taking that shot, and I can kind of see that. But a lot of people, I saw some people. I'm not gonna say a lot. I saw some people blaming Mikal Bridges for not throwing the ball up, but it's like he can only do so much. He can only do so much before somebody else comes to get him. I guess you feel me? And y'all are just sitting here like berating him, I guess, because he didn't do a certain thing. It's like, what do you want him to do? He's not, he can't do everything. You feel me? So I don't know. That really it didn't really piss me off, but it really just took me by surprise that people was just like, "Oh, Mikael Bridges is the reason why we lost the game." No, y'all lost the game because y'all just lost. Y'all choked. Be honest with y'all, y'all choked. And I would like to give a formal apology to the Pacers for saying that they are the least likely to win. You know, I thought about what I said, and I'm like, yeah, they still are the least likely to win. But bro, I forgot that the depth issues for uh the depth issues for the Knicks is real. I forgot that the depth issues for the Knicks is real. They really do have a depth problem, and all that. And I think their depth kind of showed a lot within that game. Their depth really showed a lot, and I like to say a big, you know, big not thank you, but just bravo, I guess, to Aaron Neesmith for he went off. He went off, and there's nothing I can say other than good shit. Like good shit. You went off. You see my expectations. Uh, Tyrese Halliburton shot that three. I didn't think it was gonna go in. He exceeded my expectations too in that game. Karl Anthony Towns exceeded my expectations in that game a little bit. All that. But yeah, this is my video. I hope I like it, and I'm out. Peace.